Hey, Bear Truth is in the building. What's going down? You know what I forgot to do is switch my guests up. I got two different guests today. That's cool. By the time y'all rewatch it, I'll pop somebody's face up there. Dang, I forgot to do my new guest. What's going down? Mental Health Awareness Monday. What's happening? The month of May. You see, I got on the green. You dig what I'm saying with the green in the back. You know what it is. Yeah. What's happening with everybody? Uh, got a lot of good feedback from yesterday's podcast. So we are definitely going to do a part two. The bald head nuts. We planning on probably we're gonna probably tackle that interracial dating. You dig what I'm saying? Let me see where my chats is at, because I got some people that's gonna pull up today on me, and we're gonna talk some more about this mental health. So let me see. Okay, we got one person over there, and it's usually more over there. But listen to this. Um, the month of May is our mental health awareness month. And so this whole month, man, we're gonna be getting it in. You know what I mean? We want to talk to anybody and everybody that we can fit on here, you know what I mean, that might be dealing with like some mental health issues, especially like in the black and the brown communities, because one of the stigmas is that we don't talk about it. You know, we was always taught, you don't go tell people your business and you don't tell anything outside of this house. And so that could be something that could probably be plaguing you, you know what I mean, and messing up your life, the way that you live, the way that you moving and grooving on you being successful. And so you definitely want to tune in and then listen to what some people are saying. The only thing that we're trying to do is to maybe bring some awareness and maybe help somebody else fill out, you know, give you some encouragement or some type of insight, man, on going to get yourself checked out and go get you some help, man. There's a saying, it's okay not to be okay, and it's not to point fingers at people or make them feel like they down. You turn my light because that's too much. But at the end of the day, because I don't want it flashing and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like, go get you some help. What if you need to go talk to somebody? What if you need some medicine? What if you need some pills or something? You stressed out. You can't get over these anxieties. And then you trying to go take on a job. You trying to go to work. Then you trying to come home. You trying to take care of kids. You trying to have a relationship. What if you got a marriage? What if you a business owner and you got employees that's you know what I mean, that you looking out for? How are you gonna handle that? You dig what I'm saying? And so a lot of times the battlefield starts up here in the mind. And so you definitely got to be on top of handling your business mentally, making sure that you okay, not only for yourself but the people that's around you. You ain't got it together. How you expect your kids to have it together? You breaking down or you melting down and you go through anxieties and attacks and stuff like that. And next thing you know, they don't know how to understand you. They don't know how to deal with it, or your anger might come out on them in the wrong way. So don't be ashamed to go get some help, man. And so this month, man, I've been asking for everybody to step up. And so today I had Nicole. She popped up on us and she pulled up. And so then my man Local Lowe's, he popped up on me. And so they backstage. And so I'm gonna play you this real like little short video, and then I'm gonna bring Nicole in and we're gonna talk about it a little bit. And then, after she get done talking a little bit, I'm gonna bring Local Los in and let him talk about, some of his experiences with dealing with, mental health or depression or whatever thing that he was going through. So I want y'all to check this video out because what she says is very cool. And I think that, you know what I mean, a lot of times it's like that. Hold on real quick.
All I'm saying is that if she is independent and she pays her own bills and she takes care of herself and she can cook and she is doing her own damn laundry and she is looking good and staying hydrated and being her very best self, she is one step away from having a literal nervous breakdown.
Okay. So did you hear what she said? You dig what I'm saying? She can have it together. She can look good. She could be working out. She could be cooking, doing laundry, taking care of the house. And just because you on the outside and y'all looking in and you think it's okay, she said you can be like one step from a nervous breakdown. And so, ladies, I can't say that I feel you, but I know that y'all do go through a lot. And I know that, you know what I mean, you take on a big major role in life, because sometimes you might be a single parent and you might have to work and you might have to do like so many different things and be a wife sometimes. And so that can be hard because we all like to make up. You know what I mean? And not so much as just saying like makeup on your face or something like that, beauty. But when you step outside, sometimes you know what I mean. You want people to think you got it together, but on the inside, man, you hurting. And so, my friend Nicole, she was talking, about mental health as we started talking about doing this and that. And so she pulled up and, what I mean, she want to give her story and then like a little bit of insight. And the hopes is that maybe we can help somebody else. Maybe what she talking about might help you and might point you in the right direction, especially as black people. So hold on real quick. Nicole, what's going down?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you. What's on your shirt? Is it green? Or
Oh, you already
what
know.
color is it?
God is dope all day, every
God is
day.
dope. Right. Is that a green shirt?
Of course.
Oh, okay.
You told
I
me
didn't know.
green, right?
Man, it's mental health. You got to be on cue. You got to be wearing the right colors. Can't be no blue shirt
Absolutely.
just because God is dope on there. You know what I
Oh, yeah.
mean? What's going down? What's up with your camera? Were you doing it from your phone?
Yeah, it is from my phone. Why?
I don't know. Your
What's
camera
wrong?
is like messing up, but we can hear you though. What's going
Well, as
down?
long
You
as you
good?
can hear me, that's all that matters. Yes,
Yep, that's it. So what's happening with you
absolutely.
for the day? You chilling?
Yep, preparing to go back in the office tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I played the little video, did you get a chance to check out what Shorty was talking about?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
So let me ask you this. Um, far as like from a woman's point of view, you know what I mean? How does that feel like, you know what I mean, on the outside, like say for instance, if people see you and they think that you got everything together, but on the inside, you hurting.
Well, that's how this makes me feel. It,
Yeah.
it's, it's life. That at that time, I was at a like that way back, like the '90s, late '90s, after I had my kids,
Right.
and that's that's when things started to pile for me. Um,
When you say pile, what does that mean though? You talking about pile up like issues?
like job, single parent, daycare, proper daycare, learning the system that I I didn't know where to begin.
Okay, so when you
Um,
say when you say system though, give me an example of what you mean when you say system.
uh, Assistance, things to help me pay
Oh,
like my
oh,
utilities,
okay.
those
Yeah, I thought you
services,
said yeah, I thought you said
food.
system. Okay, but you said assistance. So are you saying
Yes,
public
no.
assistance?
Yes, I grew up, I didn't know where to begin. That was a stress enough for me.
Right. Let me ask you this.
But
So, but coming from where you from, because okay, like say for instance, you had a brother that was in the NFL. You
yeah,
come from a family, and not I don't know if y'all was really like rich, but I'm saying y'all was pretty like well off. When you say like you had to deal with like public assistance, did that make you feel embarrassed?
no. Slight, you
No.
know what? I can't, slightly,
Yeah. Okay.
but it's what was necessary. I can't fail my kids. If I needed the help and the help can help me,
Right.
I did.
Okay. Because I was just saying, maybe coming from a different background or always having it together and always being provided for, if you see
That was
yourself
hard.
like that, looking out for assistance, that might have been something that might have been, you know. But okay, so
Yep.
you said the kids, the public assistance. Just give us a backdrop of what happened, and you know what I mean, and what did you do?
Well, I mean, I went through the processes, did what I needed to clearly so I could take care of my home. You know, I looked like maybe I had it all together. I mean, I had a brand new car. I was staying in housing. I was a manager, but on the inside, no. I was I was barely keeping it together.
Man.
No
So,
one,
but let me ask you this, one, and not to
yeah.
cut you off. If you say on the inside you didn't have it together, when you a manager, you know what I mean, you got people that's working for you. You know what I mean? So how is you planning to what's going on when you go to work? Like when you got to talk to them people.
God, I got to a point where I had to step down though, because I knew I couldn't really give my people what they needed from me until I could give myself what I needed from me.
Oh, so you
So
had to step down in out of your
I,
manager position?
yes, at that time, and I was cut so far back that I really was out there. Will work for food. I mean, that's how I felt because that's where I was. for real, and a brand new
Dang.
car.
Right. Man, that's crazy. So let me ask you
So
this. But as these things are starting to pile up on you, do you feel like you need help or what's happening?
I'm starting to feel it because my rides to work were becoming more contemplating. I don't want to deal with this, but then I've got other people that are going to that love and care about me. That's being selfish. I can't do it, but I want to plow my car into a semi. That's how bad it was.
Hold on, say that again. What did you just say?
I wanted to run my car into a semi.
Damn.
That's how bad
That's
it
dark.
was.
Right, that's dark. You dig what I'm saying? I thought
Hmm.
that's what you said, but I'm just saying, like, man, I'm glad you being honest. You know what I mean? You
If
know?
it can help
But
somebody, even if it's one.
so you just wanted it to be over? I mean, it got that bad to okay, I guess what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so I know that you're saying like, things is piling in up on you. What was that breaking point where you was like, all right, I can't do this? You know what I mean? I'd rather just go ahead and just quit. I done been there before, by the way, but I didn't have no car to drive into a semi. But I did feel like I didn't want to go no more. So what was the breaking point for you?
Realizing I needed to get help. I had to talk to somebody. I couldn't absorb all of that and continue to front like everything's cool when it wasn't.
And what was what was hurting you the most though? That what was making you feel like all right, I guess what I'm trying to figure out, was you feeling like you was a failure? Did you feel like you was not a bad mother, a bad parent? Did you have a picture of your life somewhere and you just wasn't where you wanted to be? What was making you so sad?
You you actually hit on like literally everything. I was hitting like,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
this isn't where it should be. You know, I envisioned myself to be a lot further. I was supposed to have a degree. There was a lot of things
Mm,
that life did not. It didn't. Those cards weren't like that. That's not the way the plan that God had for me. It was a different path.
right. Do you think that it was something bad, bad choices? Did you make some bad choices that you did think that just didn't pan out right? And so was you blaming yourself for that? But
I wouldn't say bad choices, but looking at the fact that I had blessings, I had children, but having those children and not really being a child myself. I was a single parent. I was a young parent. The teenage
right.
parent still learning myself.
Mm,
And they witness things.
okay. What about like support? Where like was your family in there?
Thankful for my stepdad. Really,
Like what? He was helping you out or like
he took care of my babies while I went to school. He
mm-hmm.
picked them up, he fed them, he bathed them, he would put them in bed.
Mm,
He did everything. That's my kid's
right.
grandpa.
Okay. Let me see. What's the name said? Christina said it's survival mode and you can't let the kids see you. You are in
Amen.
survival mode. When
You
I
got to do
was
what you
there,
need
I
to.
didn't have kids, so I had to learn to love myself more. Okay. So yeah, Tasha said some real cool stuff. I wanted to get what Christina said because I think that she might have hit something that might have been going hard. You know, like say for your kids and you said it was your stepdad, he stepped in and he started like, you know what I mean, I guess giving you a hand because okay, so because right now I'm saying you skipped a little bit, because remember you was like you had one kid, now you saying that he started taking care of your kids, so now how many kids do you got at this time to where it's really starting to crash in on you?
I had two at the time.
Okay.
Um, but I was obvious at that point. I had already reached out for help. Thankful that there were programs that allowed me to get help to go speak to someone. And at first, I was like, I can't go see a shrink. People talk about that. You can't do that. You crazy. You
You thought they
can't.
was gonna call you the nutty professor, like man, she really done lost it now. Like she over there talking to this in the '90s. Yeah, it was crazy. Like if you was talking to a stranger, you like damn, cool, like they cool over there. Like they got to talk to them people.
Man, yeah, you don't
So
talk to you're taught not to talk to not to talk about it. And then certain family, if you do share, aren't receptive to it. So
Right.
then you're kind of isolated again. And, but when things aren't right, the things that make you happy, like me, sunshine, being in a car, let the air, you know, getting up, just life itself, simple things, none of that.
Right.
Take a shower. Hey, just saying, it's an effort when you're bad, when you're not
When you're
doing well.
feeling down. So is
Yeah.
it like an energy thing? It's like, dang, you because somebody else said something. I should have took her skit, and I should have because I'm going through so many of them that I was just trying to figure out what would be the best one. But she said something like that. Like she said that it is total draining to have to deal with mental depression. She was like, because then you're in a funk and you don't want to go here, you don't want to have to go there. It's so many things that come down to you. Now listen to what Tasha said because I wanted to post both of them. So Tasha says to be dealing with these issues on the inside, hurt, depression, anxiety, but looking like you have everything together used to be my everyday life. And
Yes.
so you can feel that because she did say that. Let me see what she say. Okay,
Resonate.
I thought she said energy, but she said everything. But like you said, the energy to do it is that straining too? Just like trying to find energy to maintain?
Yes, absolutely. And that's like the things for me, the yoga, the meditation, the Bible, the prayer,
Hey, you don't
prayer.
got nothing like this? Do you got any grape juice? No?
It's my Pepsi.
No, hell no.
Hey,
Turn up
yes.
turn up for Christ or
Turn
burn
up
up
for
for
Christ
life.
or burn up for life. Okay.
He used grape juice, not Pepsi.
Well, it's
It
grape
wasn't no
juice.
Pepsi in the new. It wasn't no Pepsi in the New Testament. Yeah,
Well, it's Pepsi. But
we was gonna send you a gift, but you messed up. Now you can't get the grape juice because you sure you brung
you're
Pepsi on.
fine.
You can't do that. But all right, so let me
Okay.
ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Yes.
You said that you wanted to take your car and run it into a semi. What
Ooh, yeah.
what happened? What happened so bad that you anticipated that, or you even visioned yourself doing that? Was you by
My
yourself? Was you gonna
mind
take
just.
the kids?
Oh yeah. I was on my way to work. I was going to APAC. Okay. I was going to work in my new
Right.
whip. Like, why? I try to talk to somebody. I'm shut down. They don't listen to me. So that was hard, and I internalized, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to tell anyone else about this again. So I just kept, absorbing it,
Oh.
and then it
Who
got
who was
bad.
the first person that you told though? Was it a doctor or
That
did you just
family,
reach out to a friend?
family.
Like somebody close? Okay. I mean, that's all we need to know. Cause yeah, cause that can hurt. You dig what I'm saying? If you go and you talk to somebody that's family and you looking up to them for advice and then so what they basically tell you in a nutshell, what they say, or did they make fun of you, or did they just not pay you any attention?
Not given the absolute sense of urgency that it was because I didn't speak on things like that. I always had it
Right.
together. My auntie, like, your kids were always dressed well. I don't even know how you did. You had no idea.
Yeah.
They didn't see it. I'd cry many times, but I couldn't let my baby see me like that.
Right. Right,
No.
because and so I guess what she said then in that skit, I mean, and what Tasha is saying, that's really like true. Like people look at you,
And
and when you get this, and I mean, I'm telling you, I used to be like that when it's like in the streets and you're a drug dealer. People don't understand that though. But once people start seeing you at a certain status, you dig what I'm saying? They see you at a certain status, then all of a sudden, every day you feel like you got to put on. You know what I mean? It's like now all of a
and
sudden when I come, and like sometimes, Tasha just said it's exhausting, like daily, just to try to put up with
yeah,
that and try to, what I mean, put on this smile and put on this fake front to make people think that everything is good when on the inside you falling apart. So let me
absolutely.
ask you this: what's the turning point where you said, "All right, I'm about to go holler at some real people, like professional help or something like that"?
Um, Here in my current city,
Oh, so
you
hold
know,
on. Now you all the way down in Nebraska. How long you been
no,
down
I'm in
there?
Nebraska. We gonna move.
But I'm
It'll
saying,
be
how long have you been down there?
9 years next month.
Okay, so when you first got down there, that's when you started getting help?
Well, no, just more recently, just in the job, the so much that I'm responsible for in my job. I have people that watch me, that check things. I have to report to people. I'm in, I can't be messed up. You gotta have it together.
Right. But I'm saying you got to really have it together, not play like you got it together. You got to, because I'm
Amen.
saying,
Yes. People
but I'm
looking
saying,
at me.
so,
People.
so who told you to go get the help though? Did you feel like you needed to go get the help, or did they pay for it in the job?
My job, absolutely grateful that they cover free sessions, like 3 or 4 free sessions to go speak with someone on a comfy couch. Why not take advantage of those free sessions that I don't have to pay for?
Right.
At first, I didn't want to talk, but she said, "We'll be here all day. I'll wait for you to talk."
And she was there to listen. I mean, okay, so if this is a psych, this is the first person that you reached out to. Did you feel comfortable with her? Did she make it, you know what I mean, smooth for you?
She did, but also realized that I got the help I needed from her to, in turn, with the things that I was already doing. So currently, I'm not seeing anyone, but I know if I need to, I got it.
Right.
But it's part
But
of.
okay, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off
No,
because I was going to
no,
ask you
you're
something
fine.
else.
Go ahead.
What about medicines? Did she prescribe medicines?
Um, Actually, I've been on since I moved here. I think the move, I've been on something literally almost since I moved to Nebraska, because I think the move was traumatic for me because I never moved in my life. I've always been with my family. To I'm in a new city. Granted, you're like, you have family, but my family, my sister's married, kids, I felt a kind of alone in this, but I knew
Right.
that God directed me here. And yes, I do take medication for that and anxiety that I suffer from.
Okay, but let me ask you this. So when you take the medicines, does it get better? And like say if you miss your medicines, can you tell that your situation worsened?
Yes, I tried to do that 2 years ago because I'm like, I don't need this. I don't need this. I'm good.
Hmm.
No, no, girl, you need this. Whatever it is, I'm not ashamed. I used to be.
Okay.
This is
So,
huge for me.
yeah. Okay, but just on the strength that you know what I mean, the T-shirt, God is dope because He really is. You know what I mean. You
For
know
real,
my
for real.
motto: burn up for Christ or burn up for life. Let me ask you this.
Hey. Yes,
Let
God
me
is
ask you
dope
this.
all day.
Right. What about your prayer life? Did you pray? And did you feel like God was answering your prayers when it came to like taking meds or seeing a sight? Or basically about you getting better? Do you feel like God answered your prayers, or do you feel like how did He answer your prayer?
One, being back in church, being back in the Word, being associated and having interactions with people in the Word. Um, but my faith, for sure, is something I prayed on because I'm like, God, I don't want to do this, but if this is what is keeping that I require to keep me together, that I'm able to handle business, then that's what needs to be done, and that's something that I do, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm
Right.
able to continue to live life.
So, yeah. So, therefore, when you got the praying, so basically, what you're saying is like, all right, God, I'm praying, but if this is the person that you're putting in my life to help me get through this, and this is the pills that you're giving me, well, did you accept it like that? Because what I'm
Yeah.
basically trying to ask you, because sometimes you can get people who could be like super duper spiritual that feel like when you take things to God that He's supposed to handle it like right then and there. Like He's just supposed to heal it and take it away. That you ain't supposed to be on no medicines and you ain't supposed to be sick. You dig what I'm saying? But if you saying it that it's been 9 years, the med's been working, you know what I mean,
Hmm.
and you giving God the glory for it. Is
Hmm.
I mean, do you feel like that it's a good route that you're going, and that God is still in control, or God is still on the throne just because you still have to see a psych, you know?
Well, I mean, I see. I don't now. I mean, if I need to see a psychiatrist, that's an option that. However, now
Oh,
I just go and have a physical, which I'm getting ready to do, and
right.
she prescribes for the year. I don't. There isn't anything further for me.
Oh,
Just
okay.
maintenance.
Yeah. And so
And
do you feel like you're making any progress? Like far as like, you know, not having to see them or the medicines? Is it get better, or is it like one day at a time, or what?
Definitely medicine's helpful, but you can I mean, with life, anything in life, but your thoughts create your outcomes. And if you think about something long enough and that's what's going to happen to you. And you don't
Hmm.
dwell in those. And that's when I definitely reach on my faith and I pray. Because the medicine isn't a cure all. It helps, but I still, as a human, we feel. You don't want to take away the ability to not have things. You still want to feel.
Right.
Um, but I'm good. Now I recognize that I walk, I push through, as before I used to just wallow in it back then.
That makes sense. Okay, because I'm
Hmm.
gonna play this other little video. I was looking for my cousin. Yo, she was supposed to come through here, and there she go. I mean, I see her. I'm gonna send her the link because I meant to send her the link just in case she's at work, and then whenever she get off, I want her to pop up here. Now, listen, I got my man Loco Lowe's. He's on deck too, and so I want to talk to him a little bit about his situation. And but I'm gonna play this other thing, and I want you to listen to what my man he said. Well, he is a man, Tamala Man's husband, and he said something that was so sincere about what he was going through, and then the way he was feeling and how people felt about it. And then I'm gonna bring Loco Los in, and I'm gonna let him chop it up. But keep in mind what he said. I want you to talk to me about that because we was talking about God. So hold on to that thought.
But nobody knew I was drowning. The only way people were going to realize that I was, ooh, okay,
Yes,
cool.
it's a
Yeah, it's touchy for me because I haven't shared it with anybody. I said the only way people were going to realize that I was drowning is if I completely drowned. And I was like, wow. And I can't say anything to anybody because I got to make sure you're fixed. I got to make sure you're
you
good.
good.
I got to make sure everybody's good. And it just hit me. And I was like, I need to see a therapist. But then I know the stigma for our neighborhood, you don't need to go to no therapist. You ain't going up there and telling nobody your
Well,
business.
especially when you are someone who leads with your faith, people say, "Well, pray about it."
Yeah.
Yes,
And I did.
that was.
But that's
And
not
I
the.
prayed and I prayed. And when I got up, I still felt miserable.
Yeah.
So, and like I describe it, I say if I was having a heart attack, they would have taken me to a heart doctor.
Yeah.
If I had liver problems, they would have taken. I say, so now I'm.
That was so real. You dig what I'm saying? Because
Hmm.
I mean, I'm gonna probably do mine's probably like the last week of the month. Me and G Nice, we're gonna probably do something, and then I got like a little poem that I've been writing and stuff like that. But mental health is so serious because did you notice what he said? He felt like he was drowning, but nobody would have known he was drowning until he drowned. And like so
Hmm.
many times, like we don't get behind, what I mean, the cue ball until somebody done already committed suicide. You dig what I'm saying? It's
Yep.
like, fam,
Too
you
late.
should have been there. You dig what I'm saying? I remember my daughter was just telling me some of the things that her best friend was saying, her post that she was saying before her tragic accident. And I was just thinking like to myself, like, it's that spirit and the enemy is always on us
Hmm.
and on our
Hmm.
kids and on people who's struggling, man. And it's just like, man, you know what I mean? It's just like sometimes, um, I guess with this month, what we really trying to do is try to see if we can definitely, what I mean, bring some awareness to that. I'm gonna bring my man Loco Los in. He been listening from the back, and then me and him gonna chop it up for a little bit, and then we're gonna talk about what he just said in a minute. Hold on, real quick. Loco,
What's good? What's good, fella? What's happening?
what's the word, baby?
Man, you got it, man. Man, got some disturbing news, man. My one of my aunts just died, man. About
Just now,
yeah.
while we was talking,
Mhm.
man. Sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you. But anyway, what's going
What's
on,
with the
fella?
shirt? Let me see the shirt. The shirt
Man,
is
you
dope.
know it. Support squad, baby. You know it.
Support squad with the mental health. That's
Mental
dope right
health
there, bro.
awareness, man.
Yeah,
Um,
mental health awareness.
I was just listening to what you just said, bro. You know what I mean? You're right though. I mean, we don't really dig into it until it like hit close to home, or you know what I mean, or um, see all my cousins. You remember Dashe Blue, Tennessee?
Hmm. Yeah.
So I mean, he was going through his thing after he lost his mom. You know what I mean? And we didn't take it serious, but like a lot of times he say little stuff on Facebook, or you know, what I mean, he'd post a video. He sitting there talking about, we want to kill himself. I'm like, man, shut up, man, go off the book. Man, one day he did it, man. You know what I mean? He hung himself, you know what I mean? My daughter found him, you know what I mean? So that really kind of like opened my eyes to like, yo, you know what I mean? Because us, us cousins, us young men, man, we could have done a lot more to help him, bro. But I mean, we weren't taking it serious because we weren't educated enough, you know what I mean, to really, like you said, until they touch home, you know what I mean, until we get that close, you know what I mean? I mean, what he didn't really know what to say or how to feel. But also on the other point, Tamala Mann's husband, man, I felt that though
Me too.
because I was like that.
Yeah.
When Lavinia died, bro, that was my word. You know that, man. That was
Yeah.
my. I
Oh,
lost everything, bro,
right.
and it was to the point where I didn't I didn't have nobody to talk to, or maybe I didn't want to talk to nobody. I was covering it up with no alcohol and drugs. You know what I mean? But I held it together, though, but man, but inside though, I was dying, bro.
Right. And so, those that right there is what they call PTSD. When like something traumatic happened to you and now it just messes up the way that you move and groove in your day-to-day life. You know what I'm saying? And because she was so close to you and not only you, but to your kids. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah,
When we go see your
yeah,
kids, we got to go see her. You dig
yep,
what I'm saying? And then
yeah,
we go see her. It was like, man, I couldn't wait to go see her so we could eat. You
man.
dig
You know
what I'm
what I
saying?
mean? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
man,
'cause always had
man.
something, bro. It was like,
Yep.
man, I couldn't wait to go over there to see her so we can eat. Go
And
to South
you
Bend.
said you
Like,
said that about the kids, man. And I man taking them to that hospital, man, that night, bro. Um,
phew,
and they seen her.
yeah,
Yeah, that was crazy.
right. And touch up on something else though, B. You just said something about the alcohol and the drugs.
Yeah.
Um, so you did you feel like that pushed you, what I mean, hardcore into something like that?
Um, I gave up, man. I ain't had nothing else to live for. You know what I mean?
Okay,
At at that point, that's how I felt. You know what I mean? Um, I felt like I done had nothing else to live for. That was it. Game over. You know what I mean? So
uh-huh,
I'm gonna ride till the wheels fall off. That's what I
yeah,
thought. And then I kind of a friend of mine, man. I was out there in the streets, man. A friend of mine, dude. I'm gonna tell you what she did. I was I got on house arrest, man, because Joe had left the house. So man, I was running like a whole house, man. You know what I mean? I was got these truck drivers coming into the crib. You know what I mean? I had these little bras setting them up with, get them all together, and I was on house arrest, bro. And I cut my house arrest band off, and I was gonna go to Michigan. I was gonna flee to Michigan, and
real quick. You good? Oh, all right. Camera is better. All right, you good? Okay, keep
yeah.
going.
So
Oh,
a friend of mine, man, she was ready to drop me and her friend off. She called the law on me, man. And she told me, she's like, man, I had to do that to you because you was heading down the road of self destruction, buddy. You was gonna die, you was gonna be in jail anyway.
right,
So I sat that down, man, went to the penitentiary for that year. Wasn't even out of month, that's when I got shot. So now I'm all over again now. You know what I mean?
right.
I'm a totally different type of depression now.
So hold on, back up now, because I mean we talked about it, but like let people in. What happened to the point to when you got shot? Like,
I had been out the penitentiary, man, not even 3 weeks.
right,
So being you know what I mean, what I was doing back in the day, you know what I mean, it was some young cats that I didn't know that was affiliated with the people that I was affiliated with that was watching me as kids, watching me and watching us what we was doing. So when I got out the pen, I was staying with my cousin, and this just so happened this guy, uh, his sister stayed next door to my cousin Stacy. So I mean, I was still going to see this little lady, whatever. But this little guy, man, he knew my people's kids, so he knew I was going back and forth over there after I got out the penitentiary, which we wasn't doing nothing. You know what I mean? And all that little money we done burnt through. You know what I mean? But so him and the little partner started. I still had some. So
right.
they
But you was still up, huh?
so
Right,
they put together this little plan. So dude friended me, you know what I mean? And then he stayed buddies with me like the 3 weeks I was out, man. This one day particular day I was ironing some clothes. I was getting ready to go to the store. I didn't have no card or nothing, you know what I mean? The vineyard car was gone. The house over there was, man, tore up, you know what I mean? Crackheads went all through that house, messed it up. So I mean I lived with my cousin at the point. And dude was asking me all these questions. He was like, yo, man, you got some cigarettes? I was like, no, I ain't got none. So I'm about to go get some so when I get dressed. So I had those like some little some little gym shorts, flip flops. But I see this car pull up, and I I say, man, that's your homeboy, man. I said, I seen him over there get his hair braided at your sister's house the other day. He's like, no, man, me and that dude fell out. You know what I mean? Because I got the music playing, door open. He goes to the door, to the screen door. Now, in this apartments, man, the front door is like the back door. The back door is like the front door.
Okay.
Slide doors. So my man walks out there. So I'm putting the ironing board up, man, Gary walk to the door, and I'm looking out. I see dude got him up by his collar. I'm like, man, that's rough. You know what I mean? I'm like, dang, that's crazy. Them the dudes fight over broad. I mean, that's crazy. Man, as I turned around, bro, they coming through the screen door up in there on me. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey. And they had the gun, man. And he's like, nigga, shut up and get down. I'm like, whoa. So um, I'm like, yo, what's going on? You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know you. You know what I mean? Or this other dude, you know what I mean? I ain't never seen y'all before. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? And nigga said, shut up, get over there, sit on the couch. So my cousin had a sectional couch. So he sat the one dude that was with me, his name James, actually now his name come to me. And I sat by the steps near the sliding doors. So they made James come out his clothes. Now, remind you, all this was a plot with them. I didn't know this at the time, you know what I mean? But I never knew these guys from, I ain't never seen them a day in my life.
Right.
So the guy was over there searching. Now, the guy that's got the gun standing next to me, he's standing up to my right. And so he asked dude, he said, man, what they do with you when he took your stuff? And he was like, nah, I don't even know this guy. I said, man, I told you, I don't even know nothing about it. The nigga was steady telling me, shut up, nigga, before I shoot you. I'm like, Bill Bear, let me tell you something, man. See, before, my life before then, I could look at that nigga and tell he wasn't gonna shoot me. So I wasn't scared. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I'd have been that shooter before. And I know what it
Right.
takes.
Yeah.
He was scared. So I'm like, all right, I just need to get out of here now because my little cousins them was coming home from school. So I'm trying to think of a way how to get out of there. So they steady asking me, man, and I'm like, bro, all right, I'll tell you what. Listen. I said, since I don't know what's going on, and dude owe you whatever he owe you. I said, my cousin's got this 65-inch TV. I said, man, just take the TV, man, and whatever else y'all got to go on, and whatever else he owe y'all fix that down the line. But y'all got to get out of here, man. My little cousin coming home. So the nigga, I'm thinking to get both of them got to pick the TV up, and that way I get out the slide door. So the nigga with the gun was like, nigga, I don't want no damn TV. Shut up, nigga, before I shoot you. I'm like, here we go. So the guy came over there, snatched the TV up by himself, but when he got it to the door, he needed some help. So the guy with the gun went over there and helped him. When he did that, man, I was going to duck as I went behind the couch and go out the screen door, but I'm glad I didn't. So I got up and snuck out the door, man. By the time I cleared that screen door and tried to run, I heard that loud bang, boom. I got hit with a 357.
Mm.
And, man, they knocked me out of my flip-flops. And they about 4 or 5 feet, man, down that yard, bro.
Right.
It was crazy because he came to the door. He was ready to shoot me again. And I told him, nah, don't you ain't got to shoot me no more, bro. It's over with. You know what I mean? But that bullet, man, once it hit me, man, I tumbled like I was in a dryer or something, man.
Right. Okay, so let me ask you this. Fast forward now. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
now you was on pace and you was telling me because that's where we was trying to get to. Because I remember you was giving me a little bit about it. So
Mm-hmm.
you done lost auntie. Now you done got shot. You just came home from the joint. So you already said it was crashing in on you, the drinking, the drugs, and all of this. Where this put you at now? So because what happened to your health after you got shot?
Um, Man, it was crazy because I woke up in the hospital, bro. I didn't know what was going on. You know what I mean? I got all these staples in me, man. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, uh, they that first week, man, was that I was kind of like acknowledge everything was going on. Yeah, it was. I wasn't no good.
Right.
My life over with. Now I got this stuff going on. I'm like, man, I'm like, it ain't gonna never be. I'm ready to give up again.
Right.
Um,
And that's because you had the bag.
that man, and I didn't know, you know what I mean, because I couldn't even walk
Right.
without a walker. You know what I mean? It was like looking at my legs all look like balloons, bro. It was just so much going on with me, man. I got all these tubes running out my body, man. So, I mean, I didn't know what was gonna go on, man. After that, man. So yeah, I got into a little depression. Um, I was giving them nurses hell. I cuss them out.
Man, I
I mean,
could
because I
dig
made
that.
that because I was mad, bro. I mean, I was mad at myself. You know what I mean? But I'm like, why? So I was sat there and I used to ask myself why, man, like all the time. And I'm like, my mom asked me a question when she was taking me because I stayed in the hospital for about a little bit over a month,
Mm-hmm.
and she took me back to Tennessee. And she's like, "Can I ask you something?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Did you ever shoot anybody before?" and I didn't want to answer, bro. But I knew that was my karma, man.
Mm-hmm. Hey, y'all, hold on real quick. I gotta get this message. I got my cousin backstage, but look at this. This lady just said, "Thanks for tonight. Made me see worth in me that's always been here 100. I love all who shared much love. Let me know what I can do to help, if nothing else but lunch. Let's all beware to everyone's awareness who needs help. For real, for real. We're not alone. That's what we're doing it for, DC. I swear it is. I promise you. That's what it was for, man. So
Thank you.
Absolutely.
God is doing his thing.
Thank
You
you.
know what I mean? And so
Yeah.
that's where I was trying to get you, you know what I mean? Nicole to share and get you to share, man. Now let me take this because I want to bring Yo in because she got a lot of knowledge. But so how did you get out that funk, man? Because that's a lot, bro. You lose somebody, you go to the joint, and anytime that you're doing drugs and you drinking every day, that's a depression in itself. People don't understand it. Only thing you doing is relaxing it until you come down. So as soon as you come down, until you can go get the next drink or go get the next high, you depressed. So
Yeah.
how did you get out the funk?
Um, man, it took a long time, man. To be honest, I always had this thought in my head, man. That when I tell my mom, because once I said, when I got to tell my mom, them they church going people,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, man. So I started, I had to force myself out to walk again. I'm like, man, and I fell back to saying, here we go again. I'm back now. You know what I mean? But I didn't want to start nothing. See, I was ignorant to the fact though that I was like, man, if I start going to church, I ain't ready for this yet. I'm gonna still be doing this, and that, and the other, running
Mm-hmm.
from it. You know what I mean? Running and running. Um, bro, I just recently came out of it not long ago. Not to tell you no
Right.
lie.
Yeah.
Um, when I started my little journey I've been on now,
Mm-hmm.
this is the greatest I ever felt in my made in a long time, bro. It ain't been that long, man.
But you know something though too, not to cut you off though, and it's a
Mhm.
beautiful thing because you know something. You hit me early in the morning, like, "What's up, my brother in Christ? How you feeling?" I'm talking about like at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
straight up hit me.
yeah,
And
yeah,
we talk anyway, but
yeah,
I'm saying you can tell when somebody lingo is different. You
yep,
dig what I'm saying? When
yeah,
they start talking to you like that, you did. Yo, I see you. I'm getting ready to bring you in. I think your face was there. I don't know where you went. She might have to work or something like that. But yo was there. Oh, decent man. We so grateful that you said that, that you posted that. And that's all we trying to do, man. We just trying to get some other people to pop up.
Ooh,
Tosh, my
yes.
cousin from Nat, I'm think we're gonna have to pull you up like next week. I know Christina is somewhere. I got a lot of messages that I can't even see, but she wants to do something too. And so, man, that's all we trying to do. We trying to help everybody, because we're in the same boat together. You dig what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah,
man,
yeah,
For real,
you
for
know,
real.
because
and
if it affects you, it affects your kids. That affects our community, and
man,
so you dig what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's the domino effect. You know
yeah.
what I
That is
mean?
for
And
sure.
so,
I
that's how we got to do it.
Yeah, but I heard mine for so I was listening to Nicole and she was saying, man, I heard mine for so long, bro, and it was like I was starting to see me take certain things out of people that didn't deserve it too. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? And then I remember when you came home, you know what I mean? We were chatting it up, you know what I mean? You was like, yeah, yeah. And it take for her birthday to fall around, then I fall back out there again. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Now I'm back doing the same thing again. And I just kept it was just I kept running and running and running and running and
right.
running until one day, man,
Mhm.
I just got in this kitchen one day, man. I was crying like, yo, I'm tired, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is it. I can't do it no more. I'm upsetting people, man. I'm tearing my family up, you know what I mean? Upsetting
Mm-hmm.
people, man, treating people like, you know what I mean, like whatever.
Right.
Man, and what and you what boy, you about to be 47 years old, boy, you better get your life together, man. Something had
Man,
to happen, man.
right.
So, man, and that day,
Mhm.
from that day forth, man, when I broke down and told, asked God just, man, just to take me, man, you know what I mean, and let's to get me together. Here I am.
Man,
Here I am right now, though. And it was
right.
never too late, though. But
Yeah.
you can only run for so long before you grab a hold of you.
Okay, so now listen to this though. Yesterday, you see what I was talking about, the little topic, and then I want you to chime in on this too, Nicole. There was this lady who was saying that she wouldn't date a guy that's average, and the only reason why I'm just saying that now is because you know when I was hollering at you, I was so proud when you was just telling me when you had hit that bad lick, and then you came back and you got that job, and you was like, I remember I was seeing you sometime. I was like, you want to be on the show? You was like, no, I got to get up and go to work. You dig what I'm saying? And this job ain't like the Campbell's job. You dig what I'm saying? But you notice how
Mhm.
when you mess with God, it's like ain't no such thing as pride. It's just like, man, I'm gonna get up and go. I'm gonna give it 100%. I don't care where I'm at. So
Yep.
how is that? How was that for you? And then Nicole, I want to ask you. You know what I mean? When you come up out of that funk, You dig what I'm saying? Like, how do you view relationships and people, like, your family, and talking to them? Hold on, you go first, Los, about that situation.
Man, it's like a brand new beginning, man. I mean, and me and my people just they've been knowing they've been in me for so long. They just been waiting patiently. I've had some praying women in my family, boy. You know what I mean? And they know it.
Your
Um,
sisters and them go hard.
Man, go
Remember
hard, man.
CG? That was his sister CG that was on the show when we
Yeah,
was talking.
man.
That was CG that was on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
So
was going
I mean,
crazy.
they've always been encouraging me that
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But they can tell the difference because I was running from them too. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? I go months, and then I got to the point where I think you was asking them about me how they talk to me. You know what I mean?
Yep, yep.
Yeah, yeah,
We all
yeah.
was going through a phase where we was looking for you, like we hadn't heard from you
Yeah,
like in a
man,
minute. Like, yeah.
man, just kept running, man. And, but it's a beautiful thing now, though. I mean, it's crazy because uh, I inspire people now, and people can see it in me. That's what I know I'm on the right path, man. This is lady at work, man. That she's just like it's just the spirit that you got, man, and you just inspire me. You know what I mean? Just to want to be on the
Can you
same trail as you.
are you comfortable with saying where you work?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
where you work?
I'm assistant manager at Wendy's, bro.
You see what I'm saying? Assistant
Yeah,
manager at Wendy's. You dig what I'm saying? And so Shorty was just talking about she don't like average dude, but you dig what I'm saying? What God is doing in you, you dig what I'm saying? Other people is being affected by it, B. You dig what I'm saying? It's
yeah.
like your test is, a testimony. You dig what I'm saying? Your mess is a message for somebody else. And a lot of people don't see it like that. So, like, Nicole, let me ask you this. Now, okay, you make a decent amount of paper where you at that job, right? And you back in like manager type positions. How would, like, dealing with depression, how do you deal with people, and how do you treat them as far as like being a person like that?
Grateful I have where I'm covered to take time for myself. So I have FMLA protection
Right.
for my depression and anxiety. I take that time. I just need it by myself and away
Okay.
from people.
Let me reroute it. Did you see yesterday's podcast a little bit?
No, I need to catch up because,
Okay. But listen,
yeah.
so this is what this lady was saying, and it was a big conversation. It's all over the place. She was with
Hmm.
Ayala, the life coach, and the life coach
Hmm.
was asking her, you know what I mean, would she ever date a bus driver? And she was like, if he owned the bus. So she basically was trying to say that, at her 40s years of age, of dating all kind of people, she don't want to just date an average person. You dig what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm just saying, the only reason why I wanted to point it out is because, not just because he's my guy, but Loco Los is a real. I'm talking about, man. This dude been. I'm talking about, we done been through it all. We done
Yeah,
had money. We done blew money. We done had one of the jumpingest crack houses on the south side of Indianapolis. I'm
man,
talking about
talk
what
about
we
it.
talking about, man. Well, we didn't see money,
Yeah.
and I'm talking. I didn't seen him up. I didn't seen him down, and I know this is an awesome dude. So, in your character of being like what you go through, and then being in your position, how do you deal with like men, like, say, on a level like, do you care if a guy's average?
No.
No. Okay.
Mm-mm.
I was, yeah. Well, I guess that's the answer I wanted you to say, but I mean, you just it
God,
was it was just so dry and cut. I was hoping that you would have, emphasized on it a little bit, because I wanted to get that conversation out there, because
then ask those
and not
questions.
only just to talk about like people being average, man, but it's like, it's too much stuff going on in the world. You dig what I'm
It,
saying? To be worried,
Yeah.
oh man, I just need him to be this and that. Man, you never know what's going on in somebody's life or something. You dig what I'm saying? Like,
I
I
mean, but
didn't know you
love.
wanted me to expound,
yeah,
I
go
but I
mean,
ahead, go ahead,
can.
go ahead,
okay.
I
expound.
mean, when it comes to that, there's a lot. It's I view how that person makes me feel. Are they able to support me? Are they going to listen when I need my space? There's things that I know I require. Um, being as a almost 50, and certain you don't look at packaging, you don't look at where they are, don't wear the paper. I mean, we're a team.
I could
Hey,
dig that.
yeah, there you
I
go. Yeah,
I
exactly.
had another person though too, and she was super dope. I
What?
should have I should have put her in there, but don't worry about it. I'll get her like next time. That's exactly what I wanted to say. And because Los,
Don't judge.
you did when Ayala was saying, if he takes care of his mother, no,
No.
matter of fact, she said, does he love his job? Does he love what he do? You dig what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I remember when you first started the gig, you dig what I'm saying? The very first thing you was adamant about was being on time. Like, I got to get up and go hit it tomorrow. Then we was talking about taking a trip. He was like, I don't know. I just started. I don't know if they going, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
when people do it like that, you can kind of talk to a person and see if they got some good in their heart. You dig what I'm saying?
Oh
If
yeah.
they on top of their squares, like, I know for a fact you love your kids. So that one thing right there, we always clicked on that because we had a
Mhm.
love for our kids. Like, I
Yeah.
go with you to go get your kids. You done roll with me to come get my kids for spring break. We done did that.
Yeah.
I know you love your mama. I know you know I love my mama. So it's just like certain things that attract people like that. And I guess I said all of that to say this: it's okay not to be okay. You dig what I'm saying? Because even though you got
Yeah.
that in your heart and you hit a bad man, it's some good people out here that's just not okay. That they go through things like that. And man, I don't never want nobody to get it twisted where you pointing your fingers and you looking down on somebody because you think that
Mm-mm.
they less than you. You dig? You don't know what that person might be going through.
No.
You
Yeah,
dig
you
what I'm
sure
saying?
don't.
Amen.
Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, um, just before I came home from the joint, Local Los was hitting me with $25 every week. Every Wednesday, $25. He was hitting me. And I'm talking about he used to work at Campbell's Soup, the company. So he's like, man, listen, I got your little package for you. And I'm thinking, like, why you keep doing it like every week? Like, dog, I'm just gonna do it until you come home. I'm like, okay. But you see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so people don't see that. Like, one minute you can be up, the next minute you can be down. But then the thing is what everybody's saying, the whole panel is saying, turn up for Christ or burn up for life.
There you go, man.
You got
I
pep.
mean,
Do not turn it up. Don't.
Can he turn water into
Hey,
wine?
yeah, you can turn water into wine. We ain't get straight up. We turning up. You don't turn up. You don't get to turn up. You see what happened? You see why you started coughing? You do that
I
again, you're
know.
going down. Don't do it no more. You're going down. I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
I'm not messing
Straight
with
up.
it.
Get out of here. Yeah. Don't bring no Pepsi into this. Turn up for the Lord. But for real.
No, for
Let me
Yeah.
real
let me
though.
let me ask you this. How is it dealing with mental health and then seeing how God is working in your life? How do you feel like he helped you put it back together?
Oh,
You go.
directed
You
to
can go
Nicole.
first. Yeah, yep. Go. You go first, Nicole. Ladies first.
Ladies first.
Don't you didn't know that?
Um, well,
What?
I'm in I'm in a position where I am actually working on my promotion that go October 1st. I am starting training. There's certain trainings that they're putting me through next week. All in for this PowerPoint presentation. But it's all about taking care of your mental. If your mental health, it's just as important as your physical, any other part, your
Right.
spiritual nourishment that you receive. You got to take care of this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
I
I
and now
I
agree.
that I
agree.
am, God's blessing me. That
Yeah.
door's open, promotion.
Amen. For real. For real.
Round
Keep
Thank
of
you.
admitting that
applause to
though.
you.
For real. Gotta
Round of
celebrate that.
applause. Yep.
Even though you ain't got no juice, turn up for Christ for real. I'm telling you for real.
Look, I want to
Turn
do
that
it so
Pepsi up.
bad.
Yeah,
Turn that
Pepsi.
Pepsi up. You're going
Yeah.
down. I'm trying to tell you. See what happened in a few minutes. Go ahead. That's up to
Can I
you.
get an ice cube?
Local Los, give me something, man. What when you look at it and you think back about everything that you went through, and I see
Mhm.
because you see some people think it's a joke, some people think it's a game. Like, bro, you get this talking about God and man, like look how and see. Here's one thing I don't think people really know that you can never really explain. I don't care. You could talk to you blue in the face.
Mhm.
Nobody really knows until they have a relationship with God, until God personally do something for you and then
Mhm.
all of a sudden you like that wasn't nobody but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Until you
Yeah.
have one of them moments,
Yeah.
man, they might not never catch up. You dig what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
give it to them anyway. What give me one on how you feel like, man, you just see him working in your life right now.
Man, he just brought back all the. He put me back together, man. You know what I mean? He put all the pieces back together, man, and taught me not to worry, man.
Yeah.
Stop, don't worry. You know what I mean? Let that stuff go, man. That's in your heart. I mean, because he done read, man, he done did a lot. You know what I mean? He brought me and my mother and my sister back together again. You know what I mean?
I
Because
seen that.
we,
I seen the
because we
pictures
didn't
of
have
that.
we didn't have no relationship. You know what I mean? For a long, you know what I mean? For a minute there, you know, the devil was working on our relationship, had us all
Hmm.
tore up. You know what I mean? So man, I'm blessed for that, man. You know what I mean? He brought us all back together again, and now, um, you know, I had you working on my mom's little logo for the restaurant. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
you know, he's sending me through this journey through. I mean, yeah, I work at Wendy's, so what? But I'm learning this management stuff to take to get to my mama restaurant. We gonna open her stuff up. You feel what
But
I'm saying?
but see, like I was trying to
I'm gonna
tell him though,
tell you.
like yesterday, remember this scripture, bro. Never despise small beginnings.
Yeah.
Sometimes God is testing you, like saying, "Okay, let me see if you humble now," because you just left him up at Campbell's making good money. You dig what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You was over there getting paid. Now
Yeah.
you hit the streets. You ran for a little bit of minute. Now, okay, now you back here at Wendy's. Let me see you show up and be a leader over here, and then watch me lead you over here. If you sometimes God is testing people, and
Yep.
they ain't paying attention. It's
Yep.
like he trying to tell you,
Yep.
like, listen,
Yep.
I'm trying to watch you to see what you're gonna do. Hold on, I ain't
Yep.
even got my comments on. I know they probably saying something.
Yep.
Hold on. It's a fam. It won't work. It won't. You was on, cuz I had you on. I just didn't pop you in. I was trying to wait for the right time to pop you in, but I seen you. You was there. Oh man, we got so many messages that I missed. But that's the thing that I want them to get though. Like right now, you dig what I'm saying? Um, don't ever give up.
Hmm.
You live in proof,
Nope.
Los. Nicole, you live in proof. Like
That's
you,
living proof.
I'm the reason why I'm telling you because like look at you now, Nicole. You said you had to step down from a manager position at APAC, a little telemarketing spot, but then after being obedient to God, listening, taking care of that mental, like he tell you, he's telling some of y'all go get some help. He's telling you got to take the step. God is not about to force you to do nothing. You're gonna have to get up and go do it yourself. But
Yeah.
then when you
Right.
do it, now
Yeah.
look at it. You're
Man,
right
Yeah.
back in the manager position right now.
Yeah.
Now you doing it.
Yeah.
You doing this over here. So then, boom, you leave from over here and go get the restaurant off the ground. That's what we call winning, fam.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people don't understand it, bro. It's called
Yeah.
obedience and
gotta
listening.
deal
And
with it.
sometimes when it's time to come from up out of there, hold on. She says, there it is. You know, and this is your sister. She's I gotta show it real quick. Listen what she says. If you are faithful over a few things, then God will make you ruler over many. Don't give up. Never despise small beginnings. And there it is. And
Yes,
Odessa
Yep.
said,
amen.
Amen and amen. And that's how it
Mhm.
is. So I'm grateful, man, that y'all popped up. Man, shoot, that hour went by so fast, didn't it?
It
You know
did
what I mean?
What?
too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, you got
We
we
got
gotta
like
go. No,
she
we
like
no,
what?
no, we ain't gotta go, but I'm just saying if y'all got something else you want to talk about, you like some what? I'm like, yeah, but I really I'm trying to open up the door for more people to get up here, man, and for more
Yeah.
people to say. So Odessa, please believe. If you really want the spot, you know what I mean? Come on, man. We got Christina gonna come. Yo is supposed to be my tag team partner. You dig what I'm saying? Because she was, on this. We started this, so I wanted her to be in here. And then
Yeah.
Sis Elisa, if you feel like you got some, your sisters in them, they so filled with knowledge. It's just like I just
Hmm.
want them to be like
Man,
guests
deep,
on here
man.
anyway.
They
You dig what
deep,
I'm saying?
bro.
They
They
deep.
deep.
I'm so
They
proud
deep.
of them, man. And so it's
Man.
such a blessing just because she inboxed me with like beautiful set. Her and Yo always get me. Yo calls me like last night. I just want to tell you, little cuz, don't ever turn back. I don't care what nobody else telling you. Stay focused. God got you on the right path.
He
She
got
get
you.
done talking to me, man. When she get off the phone, I be feeling like I'm 10 feet tall. Like man, that's my big cuz. Like because she keep me on one, man. She
Yeah,
keep it, and
man.
I know it's untainted. I know it's she ain't trying to gas me up. She don't,
Nope.
you know what I'm saying? She just
Yeah.
listen like, cuz I seen you. God is doing something in you, and your sister do the same thing to me. She be
Yeah.
just keep telling like, man of God, I see what you doing, and it's a blessing. And so I have to stay humble by just
Hmm.
continually doing his work. You dig what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
There you
As long
go.
as we
There you
keep
go.
giving him the glory for everything, you can
Everything we
stay out
do.
the way. You know what I mean?
Yep.
The word says,
Yep.
let me decrease that he may increase. You dig what I'm saying? And so I
Amen.
love it when people
Yeah.
give glory to God,
Hmm.
man.
You
I'm
got to.
grateful. Nicole, man, thank you so much. Local Lows. Um, we're gonna me and G Nice, we're gonna probably turn up. We got something we're gonna talk about on the interracial dating thing.
I'll
We're gonna try
slide
to
through
bring
on
that to the
y'all.
table. Wednesday, ball head nuts. We're gonna
I'll
talk
slide
about
through.
that.
You know
What?
it.
Yeah,
You know it,
interracial
boy.
dating. And
I've
any
done it.
listen, if we
Me too.
can get one black sister and one white
Done it.
sister that will listen. I mean, okay, we might send you that link because we want to talk about it. And it's not about who you love. It's about love who you love and who God put in
That's
your
it.
life. But
Yeah.
we want to talk
Yes.
about it from this aspect of this dude saying that black women have been so cruel to us in the past, like when you ain't really balling and when you ain't on your money, that sometimes that drove some of them to go talk to white girls. You know what I mean?
I mean, but what's the? I mean, I've been dealing with both
Yeah,
flavors my whole life. You know
right.
what I mean?
But some can I just say this? I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know why. I don't think that they really care for me. I don't like different races. Like I've never ever been able to really have like a relationship with a white woman. I tried Hispanic. It didn't go right. I ain't never had no Asian, but it just seemed like it don't work. I don't know if I'm too hood, if I talk, you know what I mean? Like if my mouth too slick, like I don't know. They don't mess
But
with
to,
me. You dig what I'm saying? They don't mess with me. So I don't know. You dig? I mean,
Wow.
I think
Son,
all women is
done it.
beautiful. I
Yeah,
believe that everybody is
yeah,
created by God.
yeah,
I do love my peoples, and I ain't gonna front. I love my peoples, but I love everybody. If you love me, I
yeah.
love you back. You dig
There
what
you
I'm
go.
saying?
That,
So I appreciate y'all. You dig what I'm saying? I
no
appreciate y'all.
problem.
And so on Wednesday, man, let's pick that back up. We're gonna probably get you. But man, ladies, are y'all listening to what I'm trying to tell you? We need guests. We need people to speak up. We need people to come on the show.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you. No, okay, wait till I level up and I start sending out juice. Everybody gonna wish they was a part of it. You
Look,
know, I start sending out bottles.
Yeah, they're gonna
look.
know then. Hey, they have
Everybody gonna wish they was there.
a case of
Cuz,
grape
what's
juice
up?
popping up
I,
at their house.
I got my family and them from Indianapolis. My people from Indianapolis be representing. I love y'all, man. Family reunion coming up. Everybody go get y'all t-shirts because we're gonna be
That's
there.
man. That's man right there, ain't it?
His sister.
Oh, Pache. Yep. So
Yep.
all right. Yep.
Yep.
What's up?
Yep, yep. There it is, cuz. And Tosh, let's talk behind the scenes, like inbox me or call me or something, so then that way I can pick it up because I think Christina want to go. So if I can get two of y'all to go tag team it like next week and get Yo on here to give her advice or something like that, we got another show coming up for like next week, man. So again, be love local lows love. I
Man,
appreciate
love
that,
you,
Nicole.
man.
Every
No
man,
doubt.
just for being vulnerable and open up, bro. You know what I mean? Because you
Yeah.
see what Odysseus said. Somebody
That
somebody
was
got something out of it. You know what I mean?
I
All
hope
glory
it
to be
did.
to God, though. Mental health
All
month,
of it, man.
month of May,
All
we
of
gonna keep it rocking. Love y'all. God bless.
it.
We out.